What's going on, guys? This is Miyasin, and a bunch of new cards have just been announced, so let's jump right into them. But actually, before you start, really remember to like and subscribe. Jesus, I actually messed it up completely. Anyways, Ice Mirror is the first one. Target one level 3 or lower water monster you control, so we're off to a really bad start because it says level 3 or lower, so you can't play this in the fish deck. Special summon one monster with the same name from your deck. While you control that face-up monster special summon by this effect, you cannot special summon from the extra deck, so literally outside of Mermail, not a single deck could abuse this, but you could potentially summon Neptabiz, Deep Sea Diva, and not do anything because you got Magneto Fiber, and it has to be a monster with the same name, so it's pretty pathetic. This card has, yeah, just pretty much no potential, honestly. It's pretty bad. Well, at least from what I've read, but maybe there are some weird ways to use it. Anyways, Starving Venomy Dragon. Someone asked me to make a review on this card, but I don't really understand why, because I think it's a really weak card. So, it's a fusion, level 7 Dark Fusion Pendulum, 25, 2000, Pendulum Scale 1. Pendulum effect, each time a card or cards on the field is sent to the grave, place one Venomy counter on this card for each, as a scale. All monsters on the field except Dark Dragons lose 200 attack for each Venomy counter on this field. I mean, I guess this is pretty... It stacks up really fast. Once per turn, you can reduce the battle damage you take from a battle to 0. A pretty weak effect. Materials to summon it, one Dark Monster and one Pendulum Monster, so this is the only reason why you should even consider respecting this card. But it's only good as a super poly target against Pendulums, so that's already not super great. Monster effect, you can only use the first monster effect of this card's name once per turn. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls until the end phase this card's name becomes that monster's original name, and replace this effect with that monster's original effect. That's actually pretty good. Then that monster loses 500 attack and defense, its effects are negated, and if you do inflict 500 damage to your opponent. There are probably a few ways to use this, even going first if you can give a monster to your opponent, and then steal its effect and then do something weird, but I don't know, it looks weird. And if this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place this card in your Pendulum zone. Just overall a really weak card. The only thing that I can really think of that would be kind of like viable for this would be as a super poly target, but there are already some good super poly targets out there, like Starving Venom, Fusion Dragon, which are two darks, Dragostapelia, stuff like that. So yeah, this card just doesn't really do anything more to the... It doesn't really do anything new. Alright, Zexal Servers, Utopic Sage, rank 4 Light Warrior Xyz, 2 level 4 monsters, so generic. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can detach 2 materials from this card, special summon 1 Zexal Weapon or Zexal Servers monster from your deck. Also, for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck, except Xyz monsters, no attack except with number monsters. Yeah, I mean, it's just another card that is only good for Zexal Server and Zexal Weapon, so it's not like the Utopia Double, which was like universally good, but yeah. Oh my god. Every single time! Is it like the exact same guy who translates? If and you... No! Again, anyways, if a Utopia and or Utopic Xyz monster you control whose original attribute is light, other than Zexal 7 itself, basically, would be destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can banish this card from a graveyard or field instead. Pretty bad. Contract of Destiny, Continuous Trap, whoa. You know, in a rank 4 deck? Whoa, you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Each time a card you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect, place one Emperor's Key counter on this card, maximum 1. Maximum 1. Each, if your opponent special summons a monsters from the extra deck, you can remove one Emperor's Key counter from this card, send one the Door of Destiny from your hand deck, or face a field to the grave, and if you do, special summon one Light Utopia or Utopic Xyz monster from your extra deck, and if you do, attach this card to it as a material. Yeah, it's whatever. You can rank up during your opponent's turn, like, ooh, big deal. Numbers Protect, you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn, and only once that turn. One of the first and second effects, exactly, so only one of the two, and only once per turn. When a Spiral Trap card or monster effect is activated, and if you control a number Xyz monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. This is really good. This could actually be played generically. This is good because it doesn't necessarily have to be a Utopia, it's just a number Xyz. You can have Harbinger in this, and start negating stuff. So with Griffin, you could potentially make, like, rank 4, like Dugaris, that's a number, and then get it back, like Curious Griffin, and then get this back. It's basically a Solemn Judgment that doesn't require you to pay, and you can even negate monster effects. I actually like this a lot. This is really good support. Alright, if a number Xyz monster you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect, and this card then is in your graveyard, you can set this card to your field but banish it when it leaves the field. Oh my god, this is actually even better because it doesn't have to be by your opponent's card effect, so you don't even need to necessarily go for the Griffin combo. You can just Curious or find a wheel to mill this, and then maybe Striker Dragon, pop a Number Xyz, recycle back like a rocket from your grave, and then recycle back this, or I mean set it. Oh my god, there are probably a lot of really cool combos that you can do with this card, but I really like this. Absolutely fantastic card. It probably has a lot of synergy with Lightsworn, Chaos, Dragon Link-ish Rocket Engine deck, so absolutely fantastic. I love this, but everything else is complete garbage. Now let's get into Astral Karibo. So Fiend effect, light, level 1, whatever. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can reveal one Number Xyz monster in your extra deck, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, its level becomes equal to the revealed monster's rank, but you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck while you control this face-up. Some monsters summoned this way except Number Xyz. Yeah, it's just a lot of effort. A hard once per turn just to summon a monster that is like just like an extender to make a Number Xyz. A Number monster Xyz summoned using this card on the field as a material against this effect cannot be destroyed by battle or by opponent's card's effect. Pretty bad. Yeah, just a pretty bad card overall. Disappointing. It's not good. Lyrilusk Bird Strike. A normal spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. If you control a Lyrilusk monster, negate the effects of all face-up monster your opponent currently controls until the end of the turn. Yeah, literally just a Dark Ruler, but worse for so many reasons. Like, why the heck would you play this over Dark Ruler? Dark Ruler has a more powerful effect because your opponent cannot really respond with monster effects. Well, he can't respond with monster effects to the Dark Ruler, but if he has like Hot Red and MST or some bullshit, he's going to be able to negate this card. But yeah, I mean, it's okay, and it's also activate one card with this card's name once per turn. Like, why? Understand that it's searchable, but if you're going second through a board, you can't really search this efficiently. And the cards that do, the Lyrilusk monsters that do search the Lyrilusk spells and traps aren't the best ones. You want to play like Beryl Canary, Cobalt, Sapphire, all those cards are really good. They get your engine going, they're like extenders, but this is just like, no, it's just, I don't like this. You can just play Dark Ruler and have a more consistent deck, and also you need to control a Lyrilusk monster for that? Really? Really? I don't know, this is just unnecessary. Nah, I don't know. I hate this card. I think it has absolutely zero potential. I think this card also sucks. I think this card is really good. The other ones are bad. This is just another Super Poly target option, but it's not great. And then, this card, I think it's bad, but it could kind of have, you know, some form of usage because it doesn't negate the effect of the monster that you summon. So that's kind of cool, but you can't summon from the extra deck at all while you control the monster that was summoned with this. Yeah, it's not once per turn, so it's kind of cool, but I can't really see this being, like, broken anytime soon, unless someone has, like, an IQ of 10 billion and can randomly come up with something. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It motivates me so much to keep making videos like these, and I'll see you next time. Peace.